Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to check fresh release from Planet Models. This is a resin kit in 1/72 scale and it copies M1280. It's a light tactical vehicle. As you can see, it is depicted in a side profile on the box art, but obviously we will see more once we open this book. And this is a completely fresh release, so in small scale resin kit looks unusual, so it should be interesting to see what is actually supplied here. And we have commercial samples, so it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you will see in this video review. First of all, box size is not that big, but it's not surprising for 1/72 scale kit. And here on the sides we don't have that much information. Here on the opposite side you can see that there is nothing either. So we are going to open it and take a closer look. So we are doing it for the first time. As you can see, box wasn't opened before. And here we are. So there is some foam in order to preserve parts, but mainly we have here two plastic bags with a set of parts. Also we have some clear parts, and then we have also assembly manual and PE thread here. So we are going to check them one by one, of course, and we are going to start with, let's say, the most important parts first. It means resin components, and then gradually we will move to other things as well. So let's open this plastic bag, and in the meantime let me remind you that you can support us financially. We have special donate button on our website, or support button, so you will decide how much you will send us via PayPal, and of course all this money will be used in order to let's say use them for new photo and video equipment, or maybe for new kits which will be reviewed on these videos. So let's zoom in as much as we can, and we are going to start with this panel. So I guess it will be placed somewhere on the top. As you can see, it is quite thin, and I think there is nothing to add to this, so I will just place it here and we will continue. Here we have some side panel. It is molded like this. Okay, it goes here. Then we go on with this driver seat, and this one I think it's better to show it closer. So here we will try to refocus the camera. Now you should be able to see it. So here we have pilot or driver seat, and we have also wheel rim. Both are molded as one-piece parts. Here you can see them from the opposite side, and they look really good. So it's just a matter of careful disassembling, let's say, from this resin base, and it will be good to go. I'll place them here. Okay, next we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 wheel tires, and this is quite unusual in my opinion. I'll show it closer in a second. So here we have separate resin tires for these wheels. It means that we have separate wheel rims as you saw before, and I don't see any detailing on the walls, which is really surprising in resin kit. They're just plain. Maybe it is the case with real vehicle, correct me if I'm wrong, but here we have quite nice tire pattern, so at least it will be present on your model. But still it is really unusual, I would say, to see that these wheel rims are molded separately, and here I'm placing another identical resin part sets on these resin bases. Obviously there are 4 of them because we have 4 wheels, but that's not true because here we have one more. Why? Because I'll place it here. Because we have 5 wheels, not 4, there is a 1 spare. Here you can see them all together. Next we continue with this middle panel, which will be placed inside in the interior, and it is molded as a one-piece complex shaped part. As you can see, we have here circles for the dials on the dashboard and even some buttons copied. Pedals are also pre-molded in a quite simple, we would say, form, but let's not forget that this is a 1/72 scale kit, so it will be strange to expect something different in a such small size. Next we continue with this, I would say that's some luggage. As you can see, it's wrapped in tarp, and it looks quite convincing in my opinion, so it's just a matter of careful painting and weathering, and it will be even better in appearance on your model. And let's not forget that this is a 1/72 scale kit, so that's why it looks really cool. Next we continue. These parts I won't be even showing close because there is no need. Here we have various tools. I can even zoom back a bit. Yeah, now you should be able to see it. Here we have another external equipment, maybe these are shock arms. Here we have some box which will be placed on the vehicle. Here these parts are interesting because here you can see on this resin base you can see headlamps and also steering wheel. They look really cool because these are really tiny parts. Here you can see comparison with my fingertip, so be sure not to lose them because it will be really difficult to find them and especially to fix them if you break them. Next we continue with this front bumper. It also comes as a single piece part together with this winch and everything looks cool, so it's just a matter of cleaning it here from resin and that's pretty much all. Okay, next we go on with, I guess these are exhaust tubes. Here you can see them. So they will be installed on the vehicle, both parts. Okay, and now we have our table almost full of these resin parts, but here we have just another same resin part, so it doesn't matter. Here we have, I think these are barrels, but maybe these are antennas. We will see in assembly manual, obviously. Okay. Here we continue with side view mirrors and screen wipers which are molded out of resin. This is really surprising in my opinion. And next we have another winch part here, and then we have separate hatches which are molded just like this, and that's really surprising in 1/72 scale. So we have separate hatches which can be opened on your vehicle. It might be handy for diorama ideas, so I think some modders will appreciate it. Now we move everything to the side because we are done with this plastic bag, and we can move on to the next one. Here it is, which is more about big parts, large parts. So these ones will be a bit more interesting to show because, for example, here we have the main, let's say, body of this vehicle. As you can see, doors are molded shut, so you won't be able to open them. But let's not forget that we have separate hatches, and here you can see the frontal section. It also looks really cool. And here you have to clean all these cutouts for clear parts, so be ready for some precision work. Here you can see that roof panel is molded separately, so basically we saw it here as a separate part that will be covering this vehicle. As you can see, even right now it fits perfectly, so it's just a matter of separating these parts of the resin base and you will be good to go. Okay, so that was the first one. Next we continue with another one. So here we have vehicle floor panel, let's say. Let's focus the camera. So here we have slots for various seats, and so yeah, we have here the cutouts for interior, so it will be placed on the top. And here you can see that suspension is pretty much pre-molded right out of the box. We have wheel axles, we have all the body elements, and it looks good. I mean, I don't see any possible issues with this. Casting quality, it should be easy to assemble, especially if you have some experience in this, so no worries. And here we have two parts. So this one will be rear section of this vehicle. So here you can see it with wheel arches. Everything looks really cool. Okay. And another one is the frontal section. So here we have bonnet, which is molded together with front mask. We have even grille here pre-molded, and again it will be a matter of cleaning all this stuff and installing onto the floor panel, which we saw a few seconds ago. So 4 large parts in total, and it will be really interesting to assemble them all together. Okay, now just give me a sec to remove a bit of resin, and we go on with clear resin parts. They come in this separate plastic bag. So here we have these clear elements. As you can see, they look really good. So they will be inserted where I was saying you will have to clean the cutouts. So basically here and here, and they look fine. Maybe they require a bit of polishing to achieve this, I would say, more glare appearance, but it will be up to you if you would like to have it on your vehicle, or you are fine with such a bit dusty look. Okay, next we have another small plastic bag with PE thread. and here I think we can zoom in a bit more. So these are unpainted PE parts, we have screen wipers, we have various handles, suspension parts, everything looks cool, so it's just a matter of installing them onto the right spot, painting them, and you'll be good to go. Okay? And the final, but not the last or least usable element in this kit is the assembly manual. So it is printed in color. We have here our parts map together with science legend. Next we continue with assembly process, so everything starts with vehicle floor panel. We assemble wheels, installing various minor elements. Here we have tow hooks, and of course you will have to pre-paint some sections because later you won't have any access to them. Here we install top panel, and this leg rests we choose between winches. Here we have marking guide, which is printed in color, so that's the first marking option, and here we have the second one, which is finished in a typical desert tan color shade. Next we continue with this external accessories. So as you can see, there are two types of exhaust. Then we have also some PE parts to be installed on the external areas, so it will be also lifting hooks. Here we have clear parts which are installed on the resin parts, so they're not inserted, they're installed on the resin parts, and that's really surprising, so you have to think how to cover these parts. Note that in some sections you have to use your wire, metal wire, so be ready to source some of it for this tiny metal model. And that's pretty much all, because on the last page we have some other kits from Planet Models and also this special CMK saw, which I really recommend because it's quite handy thing. And as I said, this set should be already available. You can get it on official Special Hobby website. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about such kit here in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye!